Okay, so today we are discussing about complex problem related to an academic subject, especially for English subject. So there are many problems that students nowadays are facing. For example, firstly, students nowadays overly dependent of their teachers. When their teachers give them a task or homework, they usually just do it or complete it when the teachers give the answer, so that it will cause the lack of their information and the skill of their solving problem in the task of an exam will decrease.
What is the solution for the students?
Okay, the solution for this problem is, in my opinion, I think the teachers should be more creative, or the teachers can give them a notes or some videos, so that they can watch the videos or read the notes to complete the task. This will make them more disciplined, and it can make their skill to answer the question improving.
That is a nice opinion. For me, the complex problem that I found is the student unclear about what's going to do in the class and do a wrong thing. And this problem, I will focus on English subject, because this problem does not happen often in the English subject, but there is a time when the student are not clear what's supposed to do in the class. And in the other word, some students do not know English language, so because of that they will do a wrong thing in the class.
I agree with you. So what's the solution of the problems?
The solution is, after teachers giving instruction, the teacher should directly asking the student to what they're going to do, and the teacher should write on the instruction on whiteboard.
That's a good idea. From my opinion, from my observation also, usually students are distracting others. By distracting others, other students affecting their mood for do their own work. And also, usually students doesn't focus on what they are do and do the wrong thing or the opposite thing what they should do. And for the solution, by students always distracting other students, is the teachers must do their responsibility. As example, the teachers need to see their students do their work completely. And also the teacher should ask what's wrong about the question, and also what's wrong about the subject. Well, in that way, students can focus and do not try to distracting other students for studies.
That's a nice point of view. In addition, another problem that students nowadays facing is the uses of the first language. We can see students nowadays usually speak their first language even in English classes. It is not a problem to speak the first language, but if we want to improve our English skill, we must usually speak in English, especially in English classes. So for the solution for this problem, teachers can do some punishment for students if they speak the first language in the English subject. For example, teachers can give them some English word for their homework or task, so that they will do the task for their punishment. So this will give them advices, and this will teach them to not use the first language even in English classes.
Mostly, I noticed that some students are prepared before coming to the class, and however, some students were forced by their parents to take to class tuition. And I know the class tuition is important to make their point or mark excellent, but the children should have a rest too. And as a result, they will not interest when to study in the class, and when the teachers give their work, and they will simply say they do not know how to do, and in short, they sure do not interest to learning at all. And the solution about this point is as a teacher should talk to parents directly and discuss the cause of matter about this, and the result, the children's behavior will also change, and the parents should promise to give the incentive when they get the mark excellent. And as a teacher should be lenient with those students, and in order to win their heart, and they will slowly building to interest in learning.
That's a good idea and very big problem to solve. And in my opinion, I also see the students, usually students get bored and unmotivated. Usually students get bored when certain subject that they don't like it, and such as mathematics or English subject. From that, when students are bored and unmotivated, directly they are gonna lose a focus, and also they are not gonna do their job and distracting others. For the solution, I think as a teacher, they should watch their they should talk to the student to wash their face and take a rest for 5 minutes. And also, if their teacher should ask the students if their work are bored. If the work are boring, the teacher should encourage them to do their work completely.
Yes, that's right. And for my last problem, I think students nowadays always do the hijack lesson. Okay, so students nowadays they just they just answer the question with their own mind or with their own opinion, not what the questions want. So this will cause the wrong answer, or sometimes students they just separate their information without knowing the information is true or false. Okay, so for the solution for this problem, teachers can give them advice, or teachers can guide them to answer the question or the task with what the task want, or what the task what the task need. So students needs to make the preparation or read the question carefully, so that they will answer the task or the question correctly without separate misinformation for the task.
That is nice. And last the complex problem that I found is tardiness, and I know that some students come to class really late, and I know some students were dependent by their parents to send them to the class, and they will be late to that class, and I don't blame them. But however, this habit will affect to their learning. And how to solve this problem? As a teacher, we should find a period time to talk to their parents about low achiever children, and explain them about their children is difficult to catching up with another classmate to just because of tardiness. And there is the point that I found is sometimes students do not want to come to that class because that class is very boring and they're not interested in their heart. And because of that, the teacher should make the class attractive activity to make them to follow the study. That's all for me.
From my opinion, usually students their behavior when between the student clash. What I see as a teachers, I see that when another student distracting another students, the other students may be triggers on what the other student do. That's can cause a punishment each other from the students. So as a teacher, the solution from that, teacher should call their name, his or her name, to settle down, and also the teachers should advise them not to disturb and do that again. And in another way, teachers and also keep focus, keep eyes on their work, to do their job completely, and do not disturbing other, and do the problem in the class. That's all from us.
So, including for the conclusion, including our discussion, we can tell that there are many problems that students nowadays facing in academic subject. So, we as the teachers, we must be more responsibility and take the action for them, so that they not be lack or be lazy to come to school for study. Okay, we think that's all for our discussion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.